And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. I'm just gonna leave this on for now. Sean and I are running a bit late. We've had some technical difficulties today, unfortunately. Let me know if you guys can hear me properly. We are going to be using the 2 mic setup. However, if it's too bad, then we're likely gonna end up switching back to just the 1 mic. So give me an A-OK on. Well, can you guys hear me? And A-OK, thank you, Erwin. I can hear you. Adam, thanks, guys. Sweet. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Mango, loud and clear, awesome. But a bit fuzzy, eh? Yeah. So that's the thing. We're having some technical difficulties with one of the mics, unfortunately, and I think I'm using that one right now. But no, if it's too bad, then we're likely just gonna end up switching up. Is the volume okay? How about the music? Can you guys hear the music? Just want to make sure that everything is loud and clear. And then we can get this party started. Bitcoin is not playing around here, guys. Let's smash that like. That's right, Depeche. Let's smash the like button. That's one way to help out the channel, guys. It's a very, very small ask. Your voices sound strange. How about now? Maybe I should come closer.
Turn off the mic to the webcam.
The webcam has a mic too? Great. It's like never ending. Snap, but then, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna leave that on for now. We're gonna wait for more people to enter, guys. If you're gonna be here, make sure to smash that like button. That's how we get this party rolling. Smashing likes. We got Sean today. Sean's here.
Oh, you set up both mics, eh?
I did, but let me turn yours on. Notice how now I have the controls. I get to mute Sean when I want. So guys, just let me know. You want me to mute Sean? I will mute him. Let's go and switch. All right, so I think you are controlling the button right there. You just gotta turn your mic on. What language is that? Sean, do you want to do a quick mic test before we get this party started?
Yeah, just give me a quick second. I just want to log into the chat, the live chat. Oh, actually.
Good morning, guys. Give me a mic check, please.
A thumbs up. Guys, smash the thumbs if you can hear Sean loud and clear.
How's it going, Christian? Nice. Is there any echo coming in from like my end or Krisha's end?
Blythe is in here. How's it going?
Mock says bad mic is bad mic. Is it really? What'd you do, Krisha? You messed it all up.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it just Krisha? How's my end?
That's one way to put it in context, eh, Mock? One of those brick phones, you throw them off a building.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, Kusha. We're gonna switch mics. because, well, I'm not going to be speaking much today anyways.
Or Scoochin.
Mock says your gain is set to very high.
Got it. Should be good now. You can scooch in and then we can just use that one for now.
Let's see what they say. If okay, you know what? Let's just do that. Yeah, I think this is good.
Okie dokes. Okay, I'm gonna switch screens. Sean, are you ready to give them your nice big smile?
Let's do it.
And hello everybody, welcome to the Mango Grove. Sean, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you back to the Mango live stream. Krisha, frantically struggling with the mic today.
I know, like it's always the issue here. I know, yeah, I think there's like a lot of echo. We just gotta fill the room up with more shit. So, and also another reason why there are so many technical difficulties today is that we got Sean a new set of PC. So we're busy, like we spent the past couple of days just setting up things on his new, workstation here. So there's a lot that's different around us too. So now with this, Sean, I say let's jump right into the meat of this analysis. Right, because Bitcoin needs to do this for, well, the next rally. I'm going to jump on over quickly to the Mango dashboard. We're going to first start off with the Mango dashboard, guys. So let me just pull that up. And beautiful. You're on the chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool beans. So now I'm currently on Bitcoin on the 12-hour time frame. The thing is that Bitcoin right now, we're consolidating on those high time frames, right? We've yet to really set in that trend. So the trend, guys, is going to start on your lower time frames first. So always look at those lower time frames to really give you the clues on whether or not we see that next rally. Right now, as far as the dashboard is concerned, we're looking at Bitcoin USDT on the 4-hour time frame.
They said they can't hear you.
They cannot hear me? Oh. Let's fix that very quickly. How about now?
Wait, hold on. Why is the... do you turn on the music?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the music is too loud. Yeah, the music seems too high. Yeah, just use the mic. Use the mic.
Sean's giving me the mic, guys. How about now? Are we good now? Give me a yes, and then we go. Well, this is embarrassing. Let me get on over to... Okay, that's perfect. Sweet. Thank you, SamG. Okay, perfect. Easy shotta. Did I get that right? Did I get that right? Easy shotta. I've been saying shoda. Okay, vamos. All right, sweet. Okay, let's get back in to the action. All right, so we were on the Mango dashboard, guys. 4-hour time frame. If you guys want to find this, app.mangoresearch.co is that go-to link. Okay, now Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. Remember, the trend starts from those lower time frames and then gets up to those higher time frames. Look at the 4-hour time frame, see what price is telling you on there. Bitcoin USDT on the dashboard, guys, currently long. Long equals bullish if you're not familiar with the lingo here, right? Long equals bullish. We got this trend change came in 8 hours ago. Okay, that reversal came in 8 hours ago. And look at the volatility right now. Volatility flashing in that mid-yellow region. right? Telling us that, okay, you know what, things are swinging. We're seeing a trend sort of pick up on the 4-hour time frame, but the bulls might have a bit more oomph. However, there's a critical region of resistance, Sean, we've yet to sort of take out. And that, I believe, is going to be the punch, okay, that's going to set the bulls running from here. Okay, so volatility at 50 saying that, okay, the bulls have room to play with. Notice how returns are slightly down. And this is why, you know, when it comes to bear markets and these consolidations, be very critical of, yes, the trend, but also the overhead resistance. That resistance is what's going to give you those amazing high probability winning trades. Okay, so keep track of the resistance, because it's only when the resistance breaks can you really say that, okay, you know what, the bulls have the edge here. All right, so now I'm going to get on over to the chart. Let's go. Man, I feel rusty today. I don't know why. I feel very rusty today. How many days has it been since we last did a live stream? And if you notice, my voice is still a bit like, you know, scratchy. Still sort of recovering. All right, so I'm currently on my chart 4-hour time frame, guys. If you want to follow along, get on over to your 4-hour time frame. Trading View, you guys know the drill. 4-hour time frame, the regions that I have marked out on my chart here, once again, we're still oscillating within that same range, right? We're looking at that 18.7K region to $21,000. Okay, currently on the 4-hour time frame, Sean, there was this one pattern that we brought up to everyone's attention on that last live stream. Now, this primarily was brought up by, I believe it was Paul, right? Paul found it, and I saw that the same morning he brought it up. I remember seeing this pattern, and that pattern, guys, is this beautiful inverted head and shoulders pattern. Okay, now since all of you guys are here, I'm going to give everyone a quick tip on a head and shoulders pattern, and it's this right here. When you see a drooping neckline, okay, a drooping neckline, now in this case we have a bullish pattern. When in this bullish inverted head and shoulders pattern, you see this drooping neckline, more often than not, you'll notice how this right shoulder is a lot more prolonged in terms of price action. So price really tends to accumulate a lot more for a longer duration on that right shoulder. Okay, so that's a quick tip in playing drooping necklines on head and shoulders patterns. And of course, the same thing is true on bearish head and shoulders pattern. But today we're dealing with this. So we'll stick to the drooping head and shoulders neckline on the inverted pattern. So what I'm seeing here is that, Sean, we have this structure that everyone seems to be looking at. However, there's no break just yet. Okay, no break just yet. So first off, how many people are actually noticing the head and shoulders pattern? I want to see a quick sort of thing on the chat. How many of you guys have noticed this already? How many of you are looking to play the pattern? Candace has a good question. She's like, hey, Krisha, you always mention that you look for the volume signature as well. Can you discuss what you look for? Of course, I'll be going over that as well. Okay, so Tom Tennant says, yes, notice, ready to play it. Watching very closely. Okay, me. All right, so we're seeing a lot of interest in the bullish head and shoulders pattern here. Okay, noticed but bearish. Okay.
The thing is, so honestly, at this point, I'm not too convinced that we do break up over here. I'm not seeing the things that I'd personally want to see. I'm feeling a lot more confident about the altcoins that I've been trading. And that's the only thing that's making me a little bit bullish on Bitcoin at the moment, is the way the altcoins have been performing, because they've been putting in a lot cleaner patterns, right? We saw the bull flag, clear bull flag on Solana that broke to the upside. I'm talking about the patterns against the Bitcoin pairings, guys. The patterns on the USD pairings have not been easy to decipher, in my opinion. So I've been trading mainly the Bitcoin pairings, and honestly, it's been rewarding to be bold. For example, yesterday I what's the word I'm looking for without being I was a coward, so to speak. I wasn't bold enough, and I pulled out of an AVAX trade that I put on. I should have held on, but the Bitcoin dominance chart kind of made me feel a bit antsy, because I'm expecting a Bitcoin bounce just mainly because of that, or at the very least a Bitcoin dump and altcoins dump even harder, something, right? But all of these bullish patterns on the altcoins have been playing out, every single one of them, right? Inverted head and shoulders, and the play is to buy the shoulder before it breaks, because the breaks have been violent, or to buy the bull flag before it breaks. And our big first clue was FTT, right? FTT breaking out against resistance under bearish conditions. Then you took the trade on Solana, then we took the trade on Matic, and then I essentially pussied out of the trade on AVAX, which I should have held on to. But it's been rewarding for anyone who does hold. So now, are we seeing a more confusing pattern on Bitcoin over here that does something similar to what the altcoins have been doing? So that's the only bullish condition that I'd be looking for at the moment. But other than that, I'm not too convinced on Bitcoin breaking up over here. But again, if it does break, there's a continuation play.
Okay, but if it does break, I think it's more of a conditional sort of thing. Okay, now this is where I want to talk about, well, Bitcoin needs to do exactly what for the next rally. Okay, because we have a beautiful bullish structure here, right? We're seeing this come to fruition. Yeah, it's still sort of building a bit of momentum, but there's going to be a critical key sort of play in terms of price action for any sort of bullish move to be expected from this chart. And this is essentially what I'm going to be looking for. Now, I have mentioned this before. When you see bullish patterns in bear markets, be very critical of them. All right, and watch them like a hawk, especially if you're looking to play it, and be smart about it. All right, you either take it, like Sean mentioned, before, as in at a key level, before the pattern breaks, at a key level. That is the key sort of sentence there, at a key level if you're doing it before the pattern breaks. If I go ahead and turn on my Ichimoku cloud, okay, let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, we got the Tenkin, all right, which is represented by the blue line. I'm going to zoom into this price action. Okay, we got the Tenkin coming in right here. We got the 10 SMA, 21 EMA, bullish crossover right there. Okay, so we have a bullish cross between the 10 and the 21. Great. And then we have the Kijun. So right now you can see the price is living over all of these regions. However, when it comes to playing bullish patterns in bear markets, be critical. Why? Because usually when you're these patterns, they tend to follow and break towards the prevailing trend. Okay, so personally for me, I like playing bullish patterns in bull market and bearish patterns in bear markets because they just freaking work better. However, if you're looking to play this pattern, I'm going to be looking for that strong confirmation. And for me, what do I think strong confirmation is going to be for this pattern? Sean, I'm looking at that 21.2K region. Do you have that marked out on your chart? No. Okay. So Sean doesn't have that marked out on his chart, but that 21.2K region right now. Okay. So for Bitcoin to start moving, ticking up further, I'll be looking as resistance. Okay, I'll be looking for Bitcoin to take out $21,000. $21,200. Okay, I want to see candle body closes over that region. And why? Why? I'm about to show you why. Okay, I'm about to show you how critical of a region this really is. 21,200. Okay, so I'm going to actually get rid of the all the drawings that mark out that inverted head and shoulders. I want you guys to pay close attention to this white line on my chart. Okay, I'm going to tell you why this is important and why the next run is only going to come in as soon as Bitcoin really takes us out to the upside. All right, I'm currently on the 4-hour time frame. Let's quickly get on over to, first we'll start off with the weekly time frame. Okay, you can see that, okay, the weekly right now we're holding, technically holding that as resistance. We only have one region. We only have one sort of data point that's broken below that. But more importantly, guys, that 21.2K region marks out the midpoint of the prevailing zone that we're currently in. Guys, I've drawn out this level based on the weekly time frame. Okay, the prevailing zone of price action comes in from 23.9K going all the way down to 18.7K, two levels I've been harping on about now for freaking weeks on end. All right, I always give that juice to the midpoint because that midpoint is what's going to tell us, hey, are the bulls still in control or are the bears about to freaking take over? All right, that midpoint, guys, comes in at 21.2K. Right now, we're hovering under the midpoint, telling me that the bears are still in control. How about the 4-day time frame? Let's go ahead and look at that. And what do you know? 4-day as well. 4-day as well, guys. Zoom into this. We're holding this as resistance, 21.2K. All right, we have 1, 2, 3. So far, 3 4-day candles underneath this region. We have not yet taken it out to the upside. Once again, we have confluence on the 4-day time frame. This is important here as well. How about the 3-day time frame? What do you know? 1, 2, 3. Now 4 consecutive candles underneath the 21.2K region. Once again, important. This is a key level throughout multiple time frames. Okay, 2-day time frame, just to drive in the point. What do you know? Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th candle now. 5th candle. 21.2K. Guys, go ahead and spam 21.2K. Want this to get into your heads. If Bitcoin has to make the next big move to the upside, the next move to the upside, 21.2K is going to be that region. Now, to drill that into your heads, spam 21.2K in the chat. Let's go.
You want to take a break, Bishop? I'll rant for a bit, and you can like control the mouse.
21.2K, 21.2K. No, I want to hear this. I want to do this spam. 21.2K. Let's go. For the next move, for Bitcoin to move next to the upside, the next bullish move is only going to come in once we get candles over 21.2K. Let's go.
So what's the target?
I'll give you the target. This guy wants to get to the juice. My goodness.
Juice me. That's going to be a new phrase in Mango. Juice me, Krisha.
21.2K.
When I say juice me, that's me asking for the target. Right? Juice me.
Juice him.
Juice me.
Sounds like I was going to say a Michael Saylor moment. A Michael Scott moment. That's what she said. Yes, ma'am. 21.2K. Brilliant. How about the daily time frame? Let's get on over to that. And what do you know, guys? Daily time frame as well. Consecutive closes under the 21.2K region. This is critical resistance overhead. So yes, while we are seeing these bullish patterns, right, and you're going to see them on multiple charts, if you want to get that good trade in, right, you want to get a winning trade, make sure you're keeping your one eye peeled on these regions, all right, because this is what's going to get you into those high profitability trades and also keep you out of fake outs. You do not want to get stuck into a fake out breakout trade, all right. 21.2K, important. Back on over to the 4-hour time frame. Once again, let's go ahead and put on that Ichimoku cloud. Now, if you're gonna ask me, Krisha, does this have an invalidation? Right, at what point do we say that, you know what, Bitcoin is not gonna break out? We're not gonna break out of here. We're going down further. At what point do you say we're going down further? Who's ready for that? Because there is an invalidation. Always have your eyes peeled on both sides, okay? It's either if this, then that. If this, then that. All right, now this is the criteria I'm going to be looking at if Bitcoin has to break to the upside. If we break to the upside and we trigger this beautiful, bullish head and shoulders pattern, what is the measured move? Okay, what is the measured move? Take the measured move of the head and shoulders pattern, plot it on the break. Okay, the measured move, guys, going to zoom out of this picture, will take Bitcoin all the way up to 26.7K. I want to see if this is a freaking midpoint.
Someone asked me, when do I get excited for Bitcoin? It's above that level.
Well, it depends. So Sean and I, we like playing things differently, right?
You see, guys, during the bear phases, you'll notice that I'm far more conservative than Krisha. There was the same story during the COVID dump, or rather after the COVID dump. Krisha went long at 7.7K, 7.6K, 7.8K. I remember 7.8K. It was almost immediately after we flipped from neutral bearish to bullish. She was quick. It took me till like 8.9K before I started putting on positions for the big trades. So you guys will notice a big difference in our trading styles. She's a lot more bearish at the top than I am. And she's a lot more aggressive at the bottoms than I am. You guys will notice that over time.
U563 Rick. You might be onto something there.
That's the number.
You might be onto something there. I'm going to tell you when that happens. It's a dynamic number that's on the chart. But as soon as we take out this particular price level, I'm saying the bull market begins. But I'll be updating you guys on that. I'm not going to get everyone too excited, not this early, okay? It's still early. Now, notice this, the measured move of this beautiful pattern, guys, takes Bitcoin up to 26.7K. Okay, is it necessary that we get up there in one fell swoop? No, absolutely not. That's not how price action moves, right? Price moves like this. It's like an ebb and flow. You're always going to see something like this, all right? But that is the way price moves. We are still in a bear market, so I'm going to ask everyone to be extremely prudent and very, very realistic with their targets. Have targets. I am not looking to take any trend trades here, not to the upside, not to the downside, because we're in this massive phase of consolidation. And if I really, now this is my opinion, this is not financial advice. If you had to put a gun to my head and ask me, Krisha, you know, are we reaching an apex in the cycle? And what I mean by apex, an apex is a turning point in the cycle where we go from a bear market to a bull market. And if you have to ask me that question, I'm saying yes, we're very, very close to an apex in the market. Okay, so I'm going to get everyone to be very, very prudent here in playing your trades. Okay, I'm gunning only for the ranges. As far as the first range for Bitcoin comes in, guys, we're looking at 21.2K, that level, all the way up to the next sort of region of resistance that only comes in around $24,000. That, guys, is a good 14% to the upside. Okay, and a 14% to the upside in a bear market is still a good freaking trade. All right, 14%, but remember, 21.2K is that level. However, now getting to, well, the other side. There's always the other side. How many of you guys in a short position right now? How many of you guys have bids at 13K? I'm seeing a lot of people say that they have bids ready at 13K, bids ready at lower levels. Who's waiting on that lower level here? Are you waiting on that lower level? Let me know. Guys, chat. Let me know. Who's waiting on Bitcoin to go lower so they can collect more either spot or take their next trade? How many of you guys are waiting for Bitcoin to go lower here? Can we do a poll?
Me.
Can you do a poll there?
Oh yeah, I'll do a poll.
Okay, Sean's gonna do a poll. I want to see what the results are for this poll. How many of you guys are waiting for Bitcoin to go lower for you to, well, buy more Bitcoin either spot or you're looking to take your next trade?
So I got it, and so let's see the results for the previous poll.
All right, the results for the previous poll.
Ooh, most people aren't expecting the Fed to pivot.
Shatu Michelle, she says 10K bid. 10K. Wow. Easy shotta. I don't know why, man. I'm still freaking struggling with that. Easy shotta. Okay. I'm waiting to join the winning side. No loyalty. Attaboy.
Oh, man.
Attaboy. No loyalty when it comes to this. Your only loyalty is to your family, and your family is going to be happy if you can bring more dough to the table. Okay. Money is a tool. Yeah, it doesn't buy happiness. It's just a tool to accomplish or to gain more happiness. Okay, what? Tom. Tom, 3,750 is one of my limit orders. Man, you are very bearish. You're very important level. 10,391. So now is 10K like the new 13K? Do you guys just like keep going? So wait, what? What? Is 10K the new 13K? Are you guys expecting 10K now? I am not a bear, not a bull, as long as we get volatility to trade and make money. That's right. The volatility is where the juice is at. And if you start understanding that, you're going to have no sort of a loyalty to any side here. Your only focus is money. Money is when the volatility picks up. Look at these time frames. Look at those ranges. Juice the ranges. If 15K all in. 15K. Okay, fine. We got one 15K. Okay. Cool. Not 10K. Corey, how's it going, man? Bid at 12.5, 14.5. Okay, so now we're seeing, so people are waiting, okay? So that is, I think that's the, is that the consensus? I can't seem to see the poll here. You know, this is what happens when you're on someone else's computer. Okay, wait, wow, 64% so far says waiting for lower prices. Very interesting.
Is not low enough?
My goodness, I'm sorry if I'm coughing into the mic. Jeez Louise, okay.
If you ask people when Bitcoin was at 60K, would you guys buy 20K? Go back to your old selves and ask. But then again, you can make the argument that things have changed, inflation is up, the Fed is tightening, blah, blah, blah. But what we've been teaching you guys over here at Mango is to be forward pricing, right, at all times. And we were looking at yields, and we were looking at the possibility of Fed tightening like a good 9 months prior to all of this happening, right? Now, it's a different story that we did not sell all our Bitcoin and wait for the big crash. That would have been amazing in hindsight. But the point is that the big macro traders who were willing to take that risk and get rid of their Bitcoin or get rid of a portion of their assets and trade the Fed, they did it all the way back in November, December, Jan, right? And now you're seeing this after the fact. Everything's priced in ahead of time, guys, is what I'm trying to say. So when everything already happens, when the Fed starts tightening, when the Fed starts reducing a balance sheet, a lot of it is already priced in. So be careful trying to use that as your narrative to get overly bearish. A market crash should come. A break in the markets could happen, right? We don't know how many other 3AC like situations are out there, right? Think about it. If BlockFi suddenly announces, guys, we started this rolling credit line with FTX, but it's not enough. We're calling insolvency. That's gonna be huge, right? Now, I'm not saying that's gonna happen. In fact, that's very unlikely, in my opinion. But Celsius, there's a lot that could start unraveling. Remember, the Luna thing happened, and I believe 3AC happened like 3 weeks later?
Yeah.
1 month later?
Yeah.
It takes time to unfold,
Yeah.
right? So just keep that at the back of your mind until we start seeing the liquidity tap actually turn on. Don't get overly bullish, but don't get overly bearish at these levels either.
When Cardi B talks about recession, the recession is over, guys. Okay? Okay? Say okay. Like, I was watching The Daily Show the other day, and they were talking. Now, please understand that there were two things going on. I know you guys want to hear about price action, but come on, man, hear me. So I was watching The Daily Show the other day, and he was talking about, Trevor Noah was talking about Bitcoin crashing and stocks crashing. But the backdrop, there was another piece of news that hit the floor, and that's the fact that Binance partnered up with Cristiano Ronaldo to have their own NFT collection. But now think about this. Think about the two sort of sides here, okay? You got Bitcoin crashing and stocks crashing and Cristiano Ronaldo signing up with Binance, to have this whole NFT collection. These two pieces of news. If you had to introduce these two pieces, say 60K Bitcoin, which one do you think would be? I mean, Bitcoin, of course, would not be crashing at that point, so it's moot. But still, it's about what news really comes to the forefront at a certain time right now, right? Because the Cristiano Ronaldo NFT thing would have been big news. Everyone would have been talking about it. But no, right now, it's all bearish here. The social cues are telling me that we're likely hitting an apex here. Eyes on the charts. Okay, now let's get back on over to the chart, Sean. Why are we ranting here? Why are you bored with the rants? He's bored with the rants. Okay, let's get back on over to charts. So now we spoke about Bitcoin moving to the upside. What is the criteria again? Guys, what is the criteria? 21.2K. Only when Bitcoin starts taking out 21.2K. I want to see candle body closes. Okay, and now Candace, if you're still here, Candace mentioned something. She's like, Krisha, I know you look at volume too. What exactly you're looking for in terms of volume to give you the tip off on, that bullish break. For volume, guys, I am looking for a spike in volume. Please note that we are in a raging bear market right now. If the trend has to change, even if you're breaking critical resistance, you want to see that volume push. Okay? So you can see this volume here. We have a descending profile of sorts, right? In terms of volume, descending profile. I want to see a volume push to the upside if we're looking for that confirmed break. All right, especially if it is against the prevailing trend. If it's against the prevailing trend, you want to see volume come in there, All right, so I'll be looking for a spike in volume. Look at the volume profile. I want to see something that stands out. That is going to give you your tip on a proper break. Now, at what point is this entire damn bullish thing invalidated? At what point? This is it. If I go ahead, turn on my Ichimoku cloud, okay, I'm going to just knock off the measured move for now, knock off the arrows. Okay, cool. Now we're seeing that Bitcoin currently is hovering over critical levels at the Tenkin, the 10 SMA, 21 EMA, beautiful bullish crossover setup right here, okay, and the Kijun. And also, guys, we have a bullish crossover between the Tenkin and the Kijun as well. So we have two bullish crossover setups. For this to get negated and for Bitcoin to come down further, I'll be looking for Bitcoin essentially to lose that 2110 SMA crossover, okay, which currently, guys, is hovering at 20.6K. And I want to see that hold as resistance. If we hold as resistance, here's what I think is going to happen. Okay, this head and shoulders pattern then will be a bearish sort of double top here on the 4-hour time frame. You'll be able to see it a lot clearer on the 1-hour time frame. But if we get that, this is going to be the M-like formation. We break that neckline, guys. We're coming down further. What is the target to the downside? 18.2K.
I think we're breaking that.
18.2K.
I think we're breaking that to the downside.
Now remember the criteria. If you have to note this down, note it down. Okay, if you have to note it down, here's the criteria. We start breaking 21.2K to the upside, we're moving up. For us to be moving down, we need to start breaking 20.6K. And when I say break, candle body closes, plus I want to see that hold as resistance. What is the trade? What is the trade there, guys? If you manage to even catch it on the break, the trade to that level, okay, even just to the midpoint right there, right, to the neckline of the M, that's 3.24%, not much, unless you're like scalping. But if we come down further, all the way down to the measured move at $18,000, which also marks the previous local bottom that we had there, that's a good 11% to the downside. 11%. So that's a pretty nice, neat range right there. So tell me, guys, do you understand? Do you understand the two sides of this right now? 21.2K, we're moving up. We break 20.6K, hold it as resistance. We're moving down. Both sides have a good 12 to 11% on those trades. Any questions? Any questions? Come on, I want to hear questions here. Any questions? Is there anything that's unclear? Brilliant.
Could you turn on your 4-hour golden cross for me?
Let's go.
Do you have a template? Okay, you see, I've been waiting for that 4-hour to test the green 55 to put on a short position, a quick scalp, for like days. And then it happened last night while we were asleep. So that's going to be a big determining factor for me. That's what I was looking for, and it lines up with your level, right? It also lines up with the 1-hour 200 exponential moving average. And it also lines up with Mock's FVG, right? So that was a really, really good trade that I was waiting for freaking days, and it was especially good because all of those things needed to line up, and that price needed to consolidate. So that the 200 exponential moving average in the 1-hour comes down, the green 55 on the 4-hour comes down to line up with the FVG, right? Somewhere around there. And it happened at midnight, right? Past midnight. Now here's the thing. It's lining up with your key level now.
Yeah.
Right? So the reclaim of that level is going to be important. And that's going to flip that, hey, a lot of people who have shorts there who have held onto those shorts, in my opinion, not a good idea. That was a quick scalp in and out kind of position that you want to hold on for a maximum of a few hours. Because now you're trading against the 4-hour Tenkin, 4-hour 21 EMA, etc., etc. You don't want to do that. But if we break that neckline, people will be exiting those shorts, right? So that's going to cause that impulsive push up to the 12-hour 21 EMA. That's going to be the test for me. That's going to be another opportunity to scalp if you guys are looking to take a few $100s at a time off Bitcoin. So yeah, that's going to be the next big level, which is lining up with the high, right? You're going to see resistance here. That's going to be a tradable area in and out quick, very quick. But if we start closing levels above here, what's going to happen is the 21 EMA now is going to start having the Tenkin curl up towards it.
Right.
right? And that's what I'm looking for, Mark, when you asked me that question on the Bitcoin Bitcoin chart section on Discord. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for these two to start being in equilibrium and price living above both. Then you can look for the C-SPAN trade.
Oh my god, guys, I think the C-SPAN trade might line up with the measured move of the Head and Shoulders. Let's see, choose me. Oh yeah, where we're giving away mango points and where we're sort of currently in the middle of coming up with this whole reward system, depending on the amount of mango points you guys have. So yeah, you can go ahead and say choose me. I believe it's exclamation mark choose me and you'll get mango points. Invalidation, please. Invalidation for what? Which side? if the what? 1 second. Let me just move up. The page says if the inverse Head and Shoulders plays out, Bitcoin will close above 55 monthly EMA around 24.5k. Yeah, that's gonna start, and that's essentially what we want to look for, right? We want to see the beginning of the trend changing, because that's essentially what's gonna give us the tip in that, okay, we're heading into the next bull market phase. We're heading into the next cycle. There was a death cross as well, I remember. 3-day death cross, damn. You guys actually got a move on the death cross. Decent move.
No. It hardly happened. It's always this case. The death cross is after the move.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Man, look at this. Last year, April, plot twist.
Hey. I have a question. Yeah, Nico has a really great plot twist. What do you guys think would be the market reaction if Jerome Powell actually hits the can?
Why would you say
No.
that?
Okay, all sensitivity aside, I like the guy, etc., really sweet old man, right? I'd help him cross the road, I'll hold his hand. I'll do all of that. But hey, okay, theta is working against human beings too. It works against options pricing. It works against humans' lives. Theta, right? You can short that shit. What happens? How does the market react?
Well, he's gotten a lot more popular now than he was, well, before the entire
Do
COVID
the market
crisis.
get spooked out? Or do they say, shit, maybe we start loosening again? Maybe the next Fed is going to be bullish. Like, what do you guys think? Up or down? Like, it's really interesting, right? Because presidents die and markets react one way or the other. But what happens when a Fed chair dies? I mean, it sucks to be talking about this, but he's pretty old, man. These guys are old.
Johnny's talking about Jerome. I don't know. I mean, they'll probably. I think it'll really depend on who. There's gonna be volatility. Okay, I'll say that. There's gonna be very, very brief volatility, like we had during the COVID crisis, right? Everything sort of it just dropped like a freaking rock. But it depends on who really gets elected next and whether or not that person is dovish or hawkish. Dovish, guys, is someone who's very, very, very good with the money printer. They just like running that printer, all the time. Someone who's hawkish is a lot more conservative in terms of the whole money printing. They're usually trying to increase rates. This is for those of you who are not sort of aware of the two terms. It's good to know these things in case you're watching the news, in case you guys are watching the FOMC meetings. That's what it essentially means. Okay? Populist printer. I mean, a lot of countries right now are going to shit. You need to understand that the developing nations, I know you guys want to hear this, but if the countries around go to shit because they're using US dollars and they're trying to hoard their US dollars, they're going to be forced to print, because what's happening right now, all of those countries are at risk of defaulting, right? Imagine if you lend someone money and they're like, oh, sorry, bro, I can't pay you back. Now, just take that and just distribute it among a bunch of freaking countries, because right now the United States of America is in that position where a lot of countries are about to default on their US dollar loans. right? So there's a lot of like interesting things happening. What do you expect for the weekend, knowing that volume is low in...
Just ask everyone to repeat the number you asked them to. Let's see if they remember it. I think
Okay,
that's-
what is the number? What is the number, guys? What is the number that's going to send Bitcoin to the upside? What is the number? Here's a test. How many of you guys remember? What is the number? What a squeeze. What is the number? What is the number? Brilliant, brilliant. Let's go, let's go.
So
Look at
Are you
it.
looking for 12-hour candle closes, 4-hour candle closes?
4 hour.
That's it, eh?
See, I want to show you one thing here, okay? Notice this 4 hour candle right here happened on 21st of June. 21st of June, we closed over that level. But notice the next candle, what happened? We pretty much got another bearish candle that broke 21.2K to the downside. Okay, and it was almost like an engulfing. It was an extremely bearish candle. I mean, look at this. Bloody hell, it didn't even have a freaking shadow on that. No bids. When you see something like this with barely any shadow, no freaking buy bids to come in, just understand that this is likely going to start going down further. Okay, and that's how bearish that candle was. So when I look for these closes, guys, I'm going to be looking for 2 consecutive closes over this region, 21.2K. You do not want to get stuck in something like this, right? That was like a fake out breakout. 21.2K, I want to see 2 closes, 4 hour, the 4 hour time frame, and I think this beautiful bullish head and shoulders pattern gets activated. You want a bit more confirmation? I know I told you, gave you the signature on the volume. All right, wait on that beautiful volume push, something that will stand out from this prevailing sort of volume nodes right here. That's going to give you that next volume push. But that is the setup that you're looking for. What is the trade on this? How much do you stand to make? If this even gets up, and notice how this doesn't even have to get up to the measured move. Even if it gets up to the top of the range, that's a good 13% to the upside. A retest of the breakout. We could get a retest of the breakout, yes. I mean, I would gun for that more, considering that we are in a bear market, so a lot of times people are a lot more scared. And that's when I usually look for the retest, depending on the market condition. So when it comes to a break of a bullish pattern in a bear market, I usually try and gun for the retest. However, if it was a break of a bullish pattern in a bull market, that's when people are feeling a lot good. They're feeling very euphoric. They're willing to bid the breakouts. Right, so even when we do get somewhat of a pullback, trying to get down to the breakout point, it usually gets front run, right? In these cases, you can get greedy on your bids, and I would suggest that. If there's anything, especially if you're a breakout trader, get greedy on the bids. Because remember, the overarching trend, guys, is still bearish. I need to fix this damn screen. Okay. Good info. Thanks. Sweet. 69K. A retest of the breakout. We got a short though. What do you mean? We got a short what? Dances with wolves. Take a look in month candles. This month looks like Jan 2019. Dude, I love the monthly chart. I just noticed that you guys don't love it as much. Okay, so monthly candles. The monthly. You said it looks like what? Jan 2019? Jan, where are we? Wow, Krisha. You suck at this. Okay, there we go. No, it doesn't. How? Where? From what angle? Jan 2019. He said this candle looks a lot like Jan 2019. This one's a lot more volatile. I feel like it's very similar to November 2018. That basically that big capitulation dump from 6K all the way down to 3K.
I think he meant that.
Oh, did you? Then my bad. November 2019. My bad. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yes, I agree, Nico.
Yeah, see?
So I mean. Is the bear market over? Is the bear market over? What do you guys think? Is the bear market over? It's a pretty straightforward question. Is the bear market over? Yes, Christian, wow, that's like a yes. It's over. No way, dread mining, attaboy.
Okay. Let's ask an easier question, or rather more objective question. Is the bottom in?
Oof. Say that again. Even I couldn't hear you. Okay. The question Sean asked you guys is, all right, ready? Is the bottom in? Is the bottom in? Okay, just to go back to, where is he? Nico pointed out that this monthly candle looks a lot like that last bearish candle in November of 2018. And notice how the wick there was very, very close to the bottom. Guys, the wick on that candle came in at around $3,456. All right? As good as the bottom. Imagine buying Bitcoin there. Like, you know, if someone tells you, oh, I bought Bitcoin at $3,456, you can be like, man, good job. You caught the bottom. Right? So, how many of you guys think, at the very least, the bottom is in for Bitcoin? The bullish break led to the test of the week, EMA. Okay, Christian's like yes. Okay, bear market. Okay, what's people saying? 21.2K.
Mostly saying no.
They're saying no?
Bottom's not in.
I like how I'm always so perplexed.
Sense, right? Because the current poll asks people if they're buying Bitcoin here or waiting for lower. And 70% of them are waiting for lower, so kind of goes hand in hand. I think we drive down, but not lower than, okay, there's a 75% chance that we test $18,000 max before going up higher, right? So essentially what I'm saying is that there's 75% chance that this range is the bottom. I'm not calling the exact wick, by 75% chance this range, somewhere around here, we're putting in a bottom. And
Sean,
I don't think we're making a new high this year. I think like 37K is still the key number. I think 40,000, like Krisha says.
Didn't we have a bet?
What?
Sean and I, we have like this really weird bet in terms of price action. Okay, now he owes me, I owe him a bottle of scotch, like really, really expensive scotch. I haven't decided what I want.
I'm betting against myself here, because my TA is telling me that we don't make a new high, right? So I bet against myself, and I'm saying that, hey, you know what? We're going to 100K, around 95K to 100K by the end of this year. But that's not what my technical analysis is saying, so I can't really pose that situation to you guys. But I will bet on that scenario against you. I think we're all going to be surprised. I think we see $90,000, but nothing's pointing to that at all at the moment. Okay? It's worth the trade because it's being underpriced, is what I'm trying to say. The scenario, right? The scenario of Bitcoin getting to 90,000 is being underpriced. So you can trade that. So I'm trading that.
Guys, what should I ask for? I'm gonna win this. So, what should I ask for? I was thinking of dessert every day for like really good dessert every day for like a month, because I'm a huge foodie. But he's losing this. We all know that, right? We know that, right? XRP's pumping. Bitcoin going to zero. Falcon Tech. 1200 is the bottom soon. Message from a spa. Massage from a spa. Okay. Massage now.
I offered that to her. I said I'd get you a week at the spa.
Sounds like ask for a new high-tech microphone. Nico's asking good questions. He's pointing out some good things as well that's likely gonna give all of you an edge if you just pay attention and if you're interested in other bullish signatures that could give you, that could make you a bit more smarter in terms of playing this. Nico asks, how did Bitcoin adoption evolve this past half year? More people getting into Bitcoin? Are more people getting into Bitcoin? Sean, you had pointed out something in terms of the hash rate.
Yeah. So I believe the hash rate is like 10 times higher at the current prices at $20,000 this year compared to $20,000 back in 2017. But that doesn't really tell you much in terms of like Bitcoin adoption, right? I think we've converted a lot of Bitcoiners for sure on the front end this bear market, right? With the Luna episode, with your biggest heroes, your altcoin heroes like 3AC just going to zero, right? Those are some of the biggest proponents of altcoins just going on and on and on, and all that confidence was laid to rest. So I think over time Bitcoin keeps absorbing more and more and more people who learn their lesson, and a lot of Ethereum folk as well do convert to Bitcoin. But yeah, especially like Matty Greenspan just posted, and I commented on his Twitter account, on his tweet. I retweeted it too, so check out my Twitter account, guys. Follow me on Twitter, Sean Dexter. It's like Sean. Oh, it's not showing there today. Krisha, chill my Twitter. What's going on? Sean Dexter with a A. Did you hide it? How dare you? Okay, anyways, never mind. Let's get back to topic. He said, I'm gonna pull it up. He said, shocking to see that Africa is going to be the first continent to fully embrace cryptocurrencies. And I replied saying, actually, the Bitcoiners have always expected this to be the scenario, because the West doesn't need Bitcoin as much as other countries. Now, it's not to say that the West doesn't need Bitcoin at all. They need Bitcoin dramatically, in fact, as well. But the other countries, Ecuador, you're seeing what's going on in Ecuador at the moment, right? Riots all over the streets. These countries need it that much more, right? And the people in the West have now fully appreciated that, because we live in our own bubble, right? Everything seems protected for us. But people in other countries who aren't doing so well, right? Like Krisha, even family that we have don't fully understand, because they happen to live in the countries on the east side of the world that are doing well, but there are countries around that aren't doing so well, and they need Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin adoption is gonna like start at it's kind of like how the printing press, right? It was controlled by the Roman Catholic Church at the center, at their focal point, but at the peripheries, where the Roman Catholic Church couldn't extend their reach and keep everything under control, that's where the printing press started gaining more and more and more adoption. And then it entered from the peripheries into the center and took down the Roman Church. So similarly, the current Roman Catholic Church is the Federal Reserve, is the US dollar, and the outreach with their extensions, with their swap lines, etc., with the IMF, they try to get their fingers into the peripheries of the world, right? El Salvador, Ecuador, etc., are indirectly connected to the dollar. Now you're seeing Bitcoin attack the peripheries. It's getting, Africa has the adoption, El Salvador, all these other countries are seeing massive adoption, because that's how this adoption starts, from the peripheries, and comes in, because the masses, guys, live at the peripheries. The masses live there. So I'll stop over there with the rant.
Do you like this kind of content? If you like, because Sean he's always reading about like financial history and stuff, and some amazing freaking stories have sort of unfolded in history, and history doesn't need to repeat, but it's definitely gonna rhyme. And why does history rhyme? Because, well, human emotions, that never changes. Let us know if you like this kind of financial history content. Perhaps we can give you little itsy bitsy stories on every live stream. If you think it's interesting, let me know. Let us know. Sean will be more than happy to give you guys some juice on that. Sean, Bitcoin still holding. Tenkin, 10 SMA, 21. This is what you're looking for, okay? This is the trend, my friends. This is the trend. If we get that break is going to send Bitcoin further to the upside. Remember what we're looking for? 2 consecutive closes over 21.2K. Always trying to learn. Sam G says, yes, I love it. Great stream. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, so if you guys really like the stories, the historic sort of stories around basically financial history, and trust me, they've been amazingly interesting, especially with the whole Roman Catholic Church and how, you know, the printing press and everything came to be. If you guys like that, let us know. Smash the like button if you do, because we'll give you more of that juice. Do you think leverage trading is stopping Bitcoin price from reaching its true potential? Regarding cascading liquidations, etc.
I want to answer that. So it's not just leverage trading. So at the moment, or rather the most recent scenario with Three Arrows Capital, they weren't as leveraged on their actual trades as they were leveraged on their balance sheet, right? So you guys need to understand that you could be heavily leveraged on your balance sheet as well, and that leverage is hidden leverage. Yeah. So be very careful with that. People could, for example, I could take a line of credit against my house and buy Bitcoin, right? And I'm leverage traded, and there's no way that the cryptocurrency space can stop me from doing that, because my leverage is taken outside of the cryptocurrency space and put on the cryptocurrency space, right? So that's how I can leverage my personal balance sheet. Then I can start taking leverage against like my like, let's say I issue shares, Mango Corp, or rather I put existing equity that I have in like Apple or whatever on the line, take a line of credit against that, and then go buy Bitcoin. Yeah. But then Apple crashes, okay? Now suddenly I'm margin called. So leverage is a tool, and like every tool, it can be used horribly. Yeah. Horribly. Like a freaking screwdriver is a tool, but it can be used to some deadly means if you have watched movies or played any freaking video game, right? So every tool can be misused.
Sweet. There's a lot more. I mean, I'd like to. I'll leave that for another stream in terms of the whole leverage thing, because leverage is a double-edged sword in a way that can give you information on both sides of the market. Can be powerful. I want to get on over to the weekly very quickly. There was that sandwich that we're looking at, right? 21, the 200 EMA and the 200 simple moving average. Sean, I want to see where we're hovering along those regions, because we broke. Guys, Bitcoin broke a very important historic signature. And what is that? That was a 200 simple moving average. I'm going to get on over to the chart that has a bit more price history on it. Let's do here. Okay, cool. So I'm currently on Bitstamp. If you guys want more price history, get on over to either Bitstamp or BLX. BLX is a bit lagging, so just a quick heads up on that. I'm going to just switch off the volume. So I want you guys to notice how that signature was Bitcoin always got supported on that 200 simple moving average on every bear market bottom, right? So we had this one right here. This was the bear market of 2015. We had the bear market of 2018 right here, right? Now this was the bear market of 2018. I'm going to mark that out in a circle right there. Oopsies. Man, Krisha. Okay, never mind. No circles. So anyways, bear market of 2018. We're looking at that red line, right? That's basically used as support. We got support on there. Even the COVID dump, we got support on the 200 simple moving average. This is the first time, guys, we've actually lost it. We're currently hovering underneath it. It'll be very interesting to watch this candle play out, because notice how the 200 simple comes in at 22.3K. Okay, we start breaking that beautiful head and shoulders pattern to the upside. guys, we're taking back the 200 simple on the next weekly close if you manage to hold it. All right, these are little signatures that can help you in terms of really understanding, okay, are we looking for that next flip and trend? Is the cycle changing here? All right, so notice, keep your eyes on this. If you have to take note of these levels to understand what we personally are looking at, go ahead and do so. 200 simple right now coming in at 22.3k. There are no 2 confirmed candle body closes underneath this level just yet. We do not have confirmation just yet.
So wait, what if we meet your measured move of your break this weekend?
We take it back. We take it back. There's no confirmed close underneath. There's no confirmation. What do we look for confirmation? Like, how do we look for confirmation? 2 confirmed closes, guys. Okay, 2 confirmed closes over or under the level that we're looking at. That is your confirmation. We take this back on the next weekly close. We do not have the confirmed close. All right? Then suddenly, what are we sitting with here? Trapped traders. Trapped shorts. Okay, so just be wary of these levels. Okay, now with this, guys, this pretty much wraps up the Bitcoin analysis. Remember what we're looking for? If we want further upside, 21.2k is your region. If that gets invalidated and if we start ticking to the downside, I'll be looking for this crossover to be taken out. Remember, this comes in at 20.6k. You want to mark it out on your charts, go ahead and mark it out on your charts. We start breaking that on the 4-hour time frame to the downside. I'm saying Bitcoin is coming down further. What is the target that we're looking for to the downside? 18k. Okay? We're looking for these candles to be grazed once again. Cool. Now with this, I'm going to cover one altcoin. Only one. So go ahead, tell me which one you want me to cover. Should we give them options?
I think we should cover Solana for sure.
Okay, so then what do we do? 2?
Do Solana and Cardano. I think Cardano, I'm seeing some freaking negative sentiment on Cardano, and it's making me bullish. Let me look at Cardano.
Do the wheel, says Christian. Maybe we can do the wheel for the next one, so we can do Solana, and let them pick the other one. Everyone says
Cardano?
Ethereum.
Okay, yeah, I can do Ethereum. I mean, you're doing it, but I've been watching Ethereum.
Here.
I can't see anything. Cardano's not easy. Cada BTC.
We really need to figure it out with this setup, man. I'm so dead with this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scooch.
No,
How about that? Let's
just
let me scooch. Come on in. Come on in, guys.
Come on, wow, she's inviting me on the street.
Okay,
I'm on stage.
So set it up in a way where you can see
No, I'm
things.
good.
Okay,
Just
cool.
go.
Okay, so wait, what are we doing? So people are saying XRP, Ethereum, very few Cardano. What the hell? Let's do the wheel. Should we do the wheel? Let's do the wheel, okay? I'm gonna do Cardano and Ethereum on there.
What? No, don't do the wheel.
No?
No.
Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. Okay, what are you guys saying? John says XRP, Ethereum, XRP, ETH. I think Ethereum is winning the vote. Matic 1, XRP, Matic, XRP. My goodness, a lot of XRPs. Okay, Cardano. Cardano wins. Let's do Cardano. Okay, I'm gonna be recording this one. Ouch, yuck. Ew, gross. This is nasty. Krisha, what's up with your chart? Giving myself anxiety here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna first start off. So Shauna set something really cool up for me, and we're gonna do this, right? Alright, so today this is Cardano, the Cardano USDT price analysis video. We're gonna first start off with the Mango dashboard. Let's get on over to that very, very quickly. Did I get that right? And beautiful. Transition, beautiful. Okay, so currently we're on the Mango dashboard. Let's go ahead and filter out Cardano from this list. Cardano on the 4-hour time frame, guys, gave us a long bullish trend change 9 hours ago. So this came in today. All right, if you caught a trade on that, you're up already by a good 3.58%. However, the key thing to be looking out over here is the volatility. Volatility, guys, is cool, telling us it's blue, telling us that the bulls have a bit more oomph to take Cardano up here. Okay, so this is looking good here. How about the 12-hour time frame? 12-hour time frame is still short, so we've yet to see that long trend change on the 4-hour time frame cascade on over to the higher time frames, and that's usually how the trend begins, right? It begins on your lower time frames and then it builds up. It's like a momentum that builds up on over to your higher time frames. That's what you're looking for. So as far as the charts are concerned, let's get on over to the chart. Chart. Beautiful. So this is Cardano USDT on the weekly time frame. I think I want to start off with the weekly here for Cardano, primarily because notice how we're currently sitting on that massive support region that I've drawn out for you guys, right? Now, this has been on my chart now for weeks on end. We're looking at a zone from 47 cents going all the way down to 38 cents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now 7 weeks, guys. 7 weeks getting supported on that region. Okay, what is that level right there? If you guys want to note this down, go ahead and do so. This level, guys, comes in at around 47 cents. Okay, it's 0.479 if you want me to be super exact. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and mark that on your charts, go ahead and do so. But that is the range, 47 cents going all the way down to 38 cents. All right. Now let's get on over. I'm already seeing a structure sort of building up on the weekly, but I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Let's get on over to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, because we want to find that time frame where Cardano is essentially trying to establish a trend. Now, as far as this is concerned, now we're seeing a similar structure, Sean, playing out on Cardano as we're seeing on Bitcoin. And what is that structure? What is that structure?
Ooh.
Do you guys see it?
Damn, there you go. Actually missed that.
What is this, guys? This is a bullish inverted head and shoulders pattern, which we have not broken out of just yet. Okay, let's go ahead and put on the Ichimoku cloud as well. So we can see that the 4-hour is trying to establish that trend where we're ticking to the upside. However, we want to see a break. At what point do we break? What is the criteria that I'm going to be looking for here? First off, I'll be looking for a volume push. Once again, I want to see a nice volume spike here because we're essentially going against that overarching trend. When price is moving against the overarching trend, when we're breaking out of a bullish structure in a bear market, you want to see that volume push. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for that here. Now, in addition to, let's get back on over to the cloud. I want to see price actually penetrate that cloud level. Sean, if we do penetrate that cloud level, at the very least, we'll be looking for an edge-to-edge trade on the cloud. That's a good 9% on that trade. How would I play this? Personally, I either get it on support, okay? If price ticks down again, and if I can catch a bid here, I'll probably take that bid. However, if we break from here, I'm gonna try and get the neckline. Okay, I'll try and get a bit on the neckline because that way it'll be very easy to manage, because I want you to notice how the neckline is in line with the cloud level. There's confluence there. All right, which makes it a very, very good, easy trade to manage. What is a good trade, guys? A good trade is a trade that is very easy to manage on your part. You know when you're wrong very fast, and you can get out of a bad trade with very, very little losses. Okay, so always try and catch your bids in a comfortable, on a comfortable level where you know you're wrong very fast. So if we get the edge-to-edge trade, that's a good 9%, as we've seen. However, if this actually meets the measured move of the head and shoulders pattern, all right, let's see where that takes Cardano up to.
Ooh, that's perfect.
61 cents on the measured move. All right, what is that move to the upside from the break? Let's take it from the break to 61 cents. That's a good 23% to the upside. Is that possible in the bull market? In a bear market, sorry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know which coin did it recently, guys? Matic.
Solana.
So yeah. 40% moves.
I think all coins could 2x. Yeah. All coins could 2x here and still be in a bear market. Understand that. I know this viscerally because I've traded all coins. 2x, 100% moves in a bear market and then they dump further, right? So they could very well 2x and still be in a bear market. Don't leave out that possibility.
Booyah. Booyah. But yeah. Any thoughts on Cardano? Anything you want me to cover here? Anything that you guys are seeing? I'm keeping this very simple for you guys. Okay, so just using a few sort of tools and telling you what it is that I'm going to be looking at in terms of levels, what structures I see, and what patterns I see. I suggest for those of you actually have access to the Mango dashboard, use that properly, because that's essentially going to give you the edge on your lower time frames. Because remember, the trend is going to start on the lower time frames. The dashboard is serving it to you on a platter. All right, app.mangoresearch.co is where you can find that there is a free version you guys can toggle around with. Love it. Bitcoin goes, XRP is set to explode. Lots of eyes still on XRP. I know XRP is moving right now. XRP first. BNB.
You want to end the recording?
Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. I'm still getting used to, he's like, do you want to end the recording, girl? Okay. All right, so let's get on over to your altcoin. You want to do Solana?
It's only if you want to, because I think you're doing a great job. That was a great catch on that inverted head and shoulders. I would have missed it completely. I mean, I did miss it. I was like, I can't read this, guys, and yeah, this is brilliant. I like this trade now. Oh no, not XRP. Oh Jesus Christ, XRP. Let's do XRP.
All right, this is going to be a quick price analysis on XRP. This has been the popular vote in the chat today. Let's get on over to the dashboard first. Let's see if the dashboard gave us anything on a platter. Right there. We covered Cardano right before this. So let's go ahead and filter out XRP. I'm currently on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, wow. We have a very, very interesting trend right here. XRP, yeah, so XRP USDT actually gave people the signal, the long bullish trend change 1 day ago. Yeah. All right, you caught a trade on that, guys. You're already up by a good 18% on that trade. However, there's one key thing I want you guys to look at. That's volatility. Volatility flashing on those high red levels, right? We got 97 on volatility. When I see volatility flashing that red in a bear market, so we have a bullish trend in a bear market, volatility flashing red at 97. I'm saying be careful on the next region of resistance. Okay, understand where the next region of resistance comes in, because that is essentially what's going to tip you off on whether or not we see rejection here, or whether we see a pullback, or whether or not you're about to get a better bid on your long position. How about the 12-hour time frame? Okay, 12-hour time frame, guys, is still neutral. So this trend has yet to sort of cascade on over to your higher time frames. However, it's getting there. We were on a short before, and now we've switched to a neutral. All right, we want to see if we want to see this trend cascade on over. We were looking for long on the 4-hour, long on the 12-hour, long on the daily, but that's how it goes, like a little domino right there. Now let's get on over to the chart. Quickly, we're going to keep this one straightforward for Cardano. Okay. So Cardano on the 4-hour, I want to get on over to the weekly, because as you guys know, I like drawing out my horizontals. My God. I like playing Cardano, but sometimes it gets tricky with the levels. Okay.
You mean XRP?
XRP. Why do I keep saying Cardano? XRP. Okay, we got this. We got a zone of resistance overhead, which comes in at around, what is this, 41 cents going all the way up to 44 cents. Okay, I want to see support right around here. Okay, so wow, we bounced right off of support, 29 cents. Let's get on over to the 4-hour time frame very quickly. Let's see what we have here. And then once again, guys, it's the same damn pattern every freaking where. This is going to be more of a W than head and shoulders. I want to see the volume on this. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, this is a good example, by the way. When I say volume break, for those of you who have been here now, you want to know what I'm looking for as far as volume break. Shut to, don't spam BNB, please. So what I'm looking for on a volume break is this. All right, when you see a volume node like this basically standing out, and look at how well it stands out, that is your break on the bullish pattern. Right? Because it's a bullish pattern being triggered in a bear market. You want to see a bit of oomph from the bulls right there. Okay, they have to overcome a lot of sell pressure, and that's why you want to see that. So that's the volume node you're going to be looking for, even on the break for Bitcoin as well as for Cardano. All right, the measured move, Yeah, okay. This actually checks out. This checks out as a bullish head and shoulders pattern just based on the volume. Let's go ahead and plot it on the break, and what do you know? Pretty much there, guys. Pretty much there already. Okay. The measured move took this up to 39 cents. 18%, yeah. This trade is pretty much already played out. Please note that we're approaching resistance coming in at around 38 to 39 cents on the 4-hour time frame, so be careful of that. Okay, the bulls could have a bit more oomph, but not that much. I think the alpha on the trade has sort of disappeared.
I think we're at resistance.
Yeah. So be
Wait
careful.
for higher low.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't buy here. Wait for higher low.
Okay, cool. So this is XRP. This is XRP. Sean, Solana quickly?
No, I think we should wrap up. We'll do Solana tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this stream today. You guys have, well, our analysis on Bitcoin, our analysis on XRP, as well as Cardano. So, any final thoughts before we wrap this baby up? Did you guys enjoy this? If you guys enjoyed it and you haven't already hit the like, please go ahead and do so. It really, really helps out the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed to, well, the Mango channel, go ahead and do so. If you want to keep up with the latest mango juice, that is.
Until the next time, guys. Do the mango way, do the easy way, do the stress-free way.